Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Unfunniest podcast.
Hey.
We are on episode 23, take two. For anybody asking, we want to thank Riverside and their quality software for giving us problems and totally losing our episode last week. So thank you guys,
Yeah.
Riverside. But
Big round of applause for them folks. Thanks a lot. It was a clutch episode. Of course, I want to forget it because, of course, you guys ripped on me because the Lions beat the Browns, but nonetheless.
Yeah, that's the most disappointing part about it. Whatever.
Well, we can erase that from the memory banks, even though the record book doesn't tell you.
No, we got to find it.
Jeez.
You know, that'll be like the lost episode one day that we finally release. Like in 10 years, they're going to be like, look how national.
I can't wait 10 years. You got to
7
find
months?
it.
10 years, Mike and I will be almost retired. We'll be over 60.
Yeah, that's right.
But want to thank everybody. Obviously, this is officially episode 23. We say it all the time: like, share, post, review, give it to your friends. Everything. Give us feedback. We appreciate you guys all listening. Obviously, we couldn't do any of this, and we wouldn't do any of this if you guys weren't actually coming through and listening for us. But now that that's out of the way,
We have to relaunch the props from last week. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's right, Jimmy.
No, we're good. We got it.
So Lions, another victory. Another Lions, obviously, victory Sunday, victory Monday, whatever you want to call it there. Now 4-1. This is 4 straight victories for them. We were texting back and forth
all day.
This and last week were the most underwhelming blowout / wins we've seen in a long time. There's offense had a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
Jim, your thoughts right off the bat.
So I was getting ready to tell until the third quarter. I thought they played an incredible game. They bounced back. They did great, but they fell apart in that third quarter. I was like, come on, guys.
Oh, you mean the fourth quarter?
No, the third.
Well, it started in the third, really, yeah.
Yeah.
It did. The last drive of the third quarter. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. I was ready to start throwing things at the TV in the fourth quarter. I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? Just some of the schemes on defense. When you're up 28-3, you're playing man-to-man coverage. You're blitzing. It's like, what? Why? Oh, the secondary's hurt. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear this crap anymore about decimated players, injured players. I'm so sick and tired of it. You know, if Campbell says next man up, that's fine. But as coaches, it's the next man up too, right? You need to coach better to put the positions or the players that are in those positions in better positions. You can't be calling defensive schemes that you're letting Jake Browning, who's for all intents and purposes a backup quarterback in high school, start after the first half he had. He shouldn't even been him on the field. But in typical Lions fashion, from what I feel, let him right back in the game. Let him get his confidence back. Huh?
No, I was going to say, before that happened, I was so excited to come on here and just say, what do you think, Jim? They beat the out of them.
Yes. Where did you get that?
I'm getting better.
Son of a biscuit. I need one of those. I need a beat button immediately.
But it.
Okay.
I can't say that's true.
Go ahead.
Where did Jake Browning go to college?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where did Jake Browning go to college? Any of you two?
Brown University. I don't remember.
I'll say it's a Pac. It was an old Pac-12 school team, Pac-12, and they're now a Big Ten team.
UCLA. He went to UCLA.
You got me stumped on this one.
Washington.
Oregon.
He was a Husky.
Washington. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I have no clue. No clue where he went.
I didn't know that. He filled it. He filled in for Burrow a couple of years ago. I think he kind of made his debut in the NFL, and honestly didn't do too bad. Clearly, with Burrow out. Listen,
dude.
Again, my frustration level at the coaching in the second half of the third quarter and then all of the fourth quarter. I give them credit. So they go down and they make it 28 to 13, right? I think at some point, or 28 to 17. Lions go right down the field, score, and make it 35. For all intents and purposes, put the game out of hand. But then again, I don't know. They just make Jake Browning look like he was Tom Brady in the fourth quarter, which is unacceptable to me. I understand injuries. I understand next man up. But, man, from a coaching perspective, it reminded me of Aaron Glenn. Oh, yeah, by the way, is he the first coach to be fired? That was my prediction.
I think so. Yeah.
It's still going to be McDaniels, I think, in Miami. But
you think so? Yeah, they lost today.
I mean, they lost. I mean, it's one thing. This is new. It's not truly his team. If you want, you can throw all the excuses out there, but McDaniels deserves to go more than.
Miller, you sound like you're far away. Bring your microphone closer.
Yeah, you are quiet.
All right, is that better?
A little, not much.
All right,
Raise the volume.
Testing 1, 2. Sibilance.
No, I was going to say real quick while you're fixing that.
There we go. That should be better now.
I think
That's
Joe
better.
Burrow is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, he is, but he's out
that
until December, so.
Would have been a completely different game.
So I was taking notes. I mean, the very first offensive drive of the game, you could see how they were setting up play action again, which is typical Lions, which is what they want to do. They ran the ball well. Laporta's touchdown was created by perfect play action, that entire drive, Goff setting it up. Yeah, it was
a touchdown.
Huh?
Yeah,
that was a great touchdown. And they seemed like they were off to the races. Definitely seemed to be stronger again on offense. Defensively, started the game, another couple stupid plays. Hutch was offside, right? Which negated a third down stop.
Two
and
sacks.
then another stupid personal foul out of bounds. Some of these things, I don't know. Yeah, everybody rants and raves about.
That one was a little ticky tacky, though. I mean, he was still moving. He was still.
It wasn't egregious.
I could let it go a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't egregious. Oh yeah. By the way, hold on. I wanted to bring this up right off the bat, Jim. Well, all three of us were texting.
I was gonna.
Holy mackerel! The crowd down there in Cincinnati, the stadium was blue.
Yeah, at least.
That is not an exaggeration. Nobody believes me. Look online. If you're watching the game, you saw it. Half of that stadium was blue. That was insane. And Cincinnati usually doesn't get, I don't know if they don't usually get taken over like that, but nonetheless.
Outside of the Cowboys, what other team, and Steelers maybe?
You know what's funny
really
about that?
Eagles.
Lions fans probably got tickets cheaper to go to that game than to go to Ford Field.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Hold on. So since episode 23.1 was voided.
We're like pizza rating now. Jesus.
Yeah. So here in episode 23.2, since the quick topic came up of fans and traveling and how they travel. So I was in St. Pete Beach, I was in Clearwater. Same difference. Yeah, same difference. So the resort we were at for our dealer trip that we did housed many, many, many Eagles fans. And as I explained last week, the EAGLES Eagles. I would guess that what's the name of the stadium in Tampa? It's not the big sombrero anymore. It's Raymond James Stadium. Dude, that was probably 65 to 70% Eagles fans. But that's pretty typical for Tampa, right? Because it's a lot of implants. Huh?
And a good thing the EAGLES says LOST today. So that's better.
Yeah, they lost all right.
Man, that was
damn it, we forgot my Browns football. Dag nabbit, we lost all of that.
We lost everything.
That
was a good episode.
Biscuit. Yeah. Anyways, so back to the Lions game itself. Second offensive series. Laporta already had his third catch, and that was literally the second series into the game. Did you guys notice something about okay, here we go again. I'll go off on a little bit of a rant. 4:00 games outside in the Midwest this time of year is stupid. The shadows are insane. It's crazy to watch that game. It was actually hard to watch it on TV. And listen, on the field, I don't think it's probably quite as bad for the players. But to watch that game and to see those shadows is insanity to me.
Look at the Cleveland Tigers games.
Yeah, right. What was that? That start was a 3:50 start. Same thing. The shadows get cast. I mean, the baseball definitely has more of an effect because now you're looking up, especially in the outfield, you're looking up at the sun. You're looking up in the shadows. If the ball is coming down the pike and you're batting, that has an absolute effect on it. So anyways, there was my little mini rant about 4:00 games in the Midwest outside. Right. Cleveland, Cincinnati. Yeah.
I wanted to bring up the Gibbs touchdown. Man, that guy, his cuts, that guy's unreal.
Yeah, he's I mean, we talked about this last week. Again, I was going to say this a lot. 23.1.
Yes.
His explosiveness to the line of scrimmage at this point is second to none. There's nobody that has his explosiveness to the line. Go ahead, Mark.
I noticed today, he almost hit 1 yard past the line of scrimmage by the time the linebackers realized he was there. I swear, it seemed like that a couple of times where he hit the hole so hard. It was like all of a sudden the defensive backs are looking like, and linebackers like, oh wait, we got to tackle him. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think at that point it was 7-0. Well, that was the second offensive series was Goff's fumble. Got him from behind. But to the defense's credit, Anzalone, who honestly, on defense, I think is probably the player of the game. Between his interception, I believe he had, let's look at the line so I can make officially.
I think it was Montgomery officially got the player of the game, but yes.
I know he did, yeah. Well, that was because of his, whatchamacallit.
Well, and it was cool to see them really, you could tell they were going to focus Montgomery more than Gibbs this game. And I don't think Gibbs had any problem with first time his sister's been able to see him play in person and his family being there. And so it's a great story. And it's not like you're starting the 20th player on the bench. I mean, it's focusing on them.
Anzalone had 3 tackles. He didn't have any
tackle for loss.
Yeah, 1 tackle for loss.
And 3 passes broken up.
Yep. Pass batted down. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I thought he played a great game because that second series after the Goff fumble is when he really started stepping up. Mm-hmm. And then they punted the ball. They get another stupid illegal block in the back. Why does this continue to be a problem in the NFL or college for that matter? What are the special teams coaches? Again, from an amateur point of view, if you're on special teams and you're blocking on a punt return or a kickoff return, what? How do you block in the back? I mean, they have to be literally lambasting that into their heads all week long in practice. No blocks in the back. If you see somebody's name, don't block them. Well, here we go. Block in the back. But that was the one that Raymond got hurt in that, right? That punt return? Yeah, that's when he went out. So
injury, I think is what they said. Yeah.
Yeah, so he went out on that. They stalled there, punted the ball, picked Browning off. I think that was the first pick off. It was because they punted the ball, and pinned the Bengals back down deep. Picked Browning off from the end zone, thrown out, I think, at the 12-yard line. So the offense got to start in the red zone. Gibbs ripped off a 9-yarder to the 3-yard line. And then that was the wildcat play where Montgomery took the direct snap and threw it to, I believe it was
Laporta.
No, yeah, it was Laporta. No. Yeah, you're right. No. Who's the other tight end? Gee, Christmas. I'm so tired tonight. Yes, Brock Wright. Yes, Brock Wright. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize Montgomery was a quarterback in high school in Cincinnati, which is pretty neat.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's a cool fun
fact. He was a quarterback in high school.
Now.
Yes, I do. Again, taking notes.
Goff had a good game.
Yeah. Well, listen.
St. Brown, he's just top notch.
He's a stud and then some.
All right, let me ask you two a fun question here. All right, looking back at the Mooney football team, who would you compare St. Brown to on your team?
Well, Hoppy for sure.
All right, first prop. Shout out to Hoppy. Love you, Hoppy.
Oh man, Jimmy's getting creative with this stuff. This is dangerous.
You got me started. You got me started. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, here we go. Boy, I can't wait for the next one. Yeah. Shout out to Hoppy. Yeah, definitely his deeks, dives, slants, all the above. What was I going to say?
There's one.
Jim got me off base with
big
props.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark. What were you saying?
To me, the struggles today, I think you can put down to Taylor Decker not being in at left tackle. I think Giovanni Manu. Well, that was the direct result of Goff's first fumble. His only fumble, I should say. But here we go. ESPN right now just comes up. Can you trust the Lions defense? It's hard to gauge how good the unit is, but we got a clearer picture Sunday. More week 5 takeaways. Listen, and I keep saying listen. In the first half, I thought the secondary played phenomenal. I mean, between Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they were covering them downfield almost to perfection. So, I mean, clearly both teams make adjustments and everything else. But yeah, I think it's kind of like, okay, so what happened? Why? And then the offense started sputtering again in the second quarter, to Jim's point earlier, which allowed the Bengals to stay in the game. And Browning, at that point, with 2 minutes left, or just over 2 minutes left in the first half, that was after, I believe, his second pick. Dude, I can't believe they even kept him in the game. He was a head case. He went over the sideline, he threw his helmet down, very frustrated. But that last drive, they went down, they got a field goal. And I really thought at that point, so that made it 14-3 at the half. At that point, I thought, well, the Bengals got some clear momentum going into the half. But then they come out, second half, they get the ball, and boop, it was another interception, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that was a huge play. Laporta had another huge run in that third quarter, and they go down and score to make it 21-3. So that was impressive. I mean, I thought at that point they're off to the races. But I was just doing a quick look up. who the third
defense
string
kept
is
them
for
in
them.
the game for the most part.
Yeah.
Who's the third string quarterback
Brett Rippon
for the Bengals? Huh?
from Boise State. Yeah, the Bengals.
Mark Rippon.
Brett Rippon.
He's like 65.
Got-
no, I'm kidding.
Brett Rippon. So it must be Mark Rippon's son.
Yeah.
Can't be coincidental. I thought.
Yeah, and then
like you said, the Lions defense was the catalyst today. They played extremely well, and obviously, if Burrow had been in there, you're looking different. To me, Jamar Chase's the first touchdown. I don't care. Granted, they should never have let him in that position, but you can't defend that. The way he threw that, Paul. There's no way you could defend that pass.
There's no defensive back in the NFL that can defend that. No. Perfect pass. Perfect catch.
That's after he had a meltdown on the sideline.
Right, that's what I mean. So I mean, you give him some credit for and Moose Johnson was talking about that on the broadcast, that after he settled down, he definitely got his head back in the game and was able to lead somewhat of a comeback, although I would argue that it was allowed by the Lions. Yeah. Let's see. Goff finished a very, very impressive 19 of 23, 258, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He did take 4 sacks, but his rating was 153. Mm-hmm. Montgomery, I love it. Montgomery, 1 for 1, 3 yards passing with a touchdown. He gets a 118.8 rating.
How is that not a perfect? That should be perfect. I mean, you completed one.
Should be a perfect.
How could you get any better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. Montgomery was 18 carries, 65 yards, averaged 3.6, so that's pretty good for him. His longest was 19 yards. Gibbs 12 for 50. So Gibbs is a little more pedestrian this week. 12 for 54, but not his 6.2, which the UFP 23.1 episode we talked about his 6.5 yards per carry last week. But this was far more pedestrian, quote unquote. 12 carries, 54 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. His longest was 9 yards. So J-Mo had 1 carry. Yeah. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 receptions, 100 yards. He didn't have a touchdown. He's targeted 9 times. 9 times. Huh?
How many was that? 9?
9
times. Niner.
Laporta, 5 for 92 with a touchdown. His average is 18.4. Gibbs, 2 receptions, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Tesla, his second. No, that'd be his 3rd touchdown of the season, correct? Tesla's?
1 in the preseason. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Second for the regular season. So that was his only target. That was his only catch, and he got a touchdown, 12 yards. There is Brock Wright with his touchdown, 2 receptions, 9 yards. So yeah, I think. Let's see. Defensively, Jack Campbell had 11 tackles. 11 tackles. So some of the questions going into the coming out of the preseason and into the regular season was Jack Campbell and his development. How far along has he come? So far, so good. And I would argue today was probably his best game so far. 11 tackles for loss, 1. Derek Barnes, at the end of the game, the game was pretty much out of hand, but that tackle for a safety was awesome. Did you see that move he made on the left guard?
Oh yeah,
dude.
Just look out
under. Yeah, he had no chance at all. So yeah, so I don't know what the injury report looks like. The secondary is obviously decimated at this point. But again, it drives me crazy that 4th quarter I was pounding on my chair. I watched the first half at the boat because I had to go down the boat.
I was just going to ask you, Mike, where did you watch the game? Why don't you let us all know?
Yeah. I actually went down to the boat this afternoon. Kaylee and I had to go to Best Buy. She needed a computer for school, so we had to get that. Met Jim there. Jim's monitor was failed.
Still is.
That was a weird occurrence. All 3 of us were texting. Jimmy's like, I got to go to Best Buy to fix my monitor. I go, well, see you there because I got to go get Kaylee a computer. Sure enough, pulled in the parking lot. There they are. Huh? Yeah. Pulled in right at the same time, too.
At the exact same time.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Until we get them as a sponsor, no more Best Buy talk.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Cut them off.
Anyways.
Cut them off.
Yeah.
So let's see what. All right. So I'm curious. Browning finished 26 of 40, 251, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with a rating of 76. Obviously, that's not very good. But again, I give the kid credit. He came back, especially late in the 3rd quarter, throughout the 4th quarter. Chase had 6 receptions, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. That 3rd and 14 when they're up by 18 points. And they did. They played man-to-man coverage and blitzed on 3rd and 14. I'm like, what? I mean, listen, Browning, all you had to do was throw the ball up. And Chase obviously ran under it into the end zone, did his typical stupid stop at the half-yard line, turn around backwards.
You can't play that slant.
Oh, listen, there was another play today where somebody was going into the end zone and threw the ball up. And it was rule of touchback. Let's see, who was it?
You know, I did that affect with Browning, Mike? How many times have you seen wide receivers wide open in the NFL the last couple of years, and quarterbacks completely miss them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Throw them.
Mayfield did it last week. Who in the world?
While you're looking for that, there's a couple of things I noticed.
Yeah, go ahead.
First thing, this is game 5. This is the first game the Lions did not allow a opening drive touchdown. So I mean that's a little positive there.
Mm-hmm.
St. Brown, there's something I noticed with St. Brown when he catches the ball. If you notice, a lot of times when he's about to get hit, he will drop down right away and not take contact. And then I noticed later in the game when he needed a couple of yards, he kind of did a fake like he was going to go down and then didn't and got like an extra 6 or 7 yards out of it because the defense thought he was just going to drop down. And I had never noticed that before. And it's pretty cool to see that those little things that you just never really notice there when, and all of a sudden it gains an extra yards when you need it. And
okay, I can't find it. Son of a gun.
Last thing, I thought it was unique that with the 2 touchdowns Gibbs and Montgomery had today, they tied Moose Johnson and Emmitt Smith for running back duos for touchdowns in the same game.
I saw
14th game, right?
Yeah, 14th time. And they've only been playing for 3 years together versus Moose Johnson and Emmitt Smith playing, 9, 10, 12 years together. So it was kind of funny to see that. One thing I will ask you guys, I think I know the rules pretty well when it comes to football, and I'm a geek when it comes to that. I have no clue why the Lions got the ball on the 10-yard line after that free kick. After that...
yeah, what was that?
I didn't understand that either.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
That was like an 80-yard penalty. Yeah. Not 80, 60.
Yeah, I have no
Essentially,
idea.
It was.
Yeah,
what was that call?
And they never even brought the rules analyst in to mention it. So I got to look up that was.
I don't think they knew because they brought in, what's his name?
Yeah, he had no clue.
I don't think the coaches knew, but I would have thrown the red flag and be like,
yeah, at that point.
Can you at least explain the rules to me?
Yeah. But the other thing too was that there was a play where on the punt where I guess they say the Bengals returner made a motion up. Maybe he was blocking the sun, but it looked like a fair catch. And they whistled it down immediately. And on that play, there was a hold on the Bengals, but there was also a clear block in the back they never even caught. But the question I've got is,
another one.
That's a penalty. If a player does a fair catch, or even if it's anything, and they then try to return the ball, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that wasn't called or how that was different there. Those are the questions I had from that.
Damn, Miller, how many times you watched this game? Just ended not too long ago.
It's those little stupid things. I don't. Kathy used to yell at me.
No, those are good notes.
It gets off on it.
I don't watch a game like a normal person, unfortunately. But I want to say, wins are hard to come by in the NFL. This is now 4 straight for the Lions. No matter what
wins
you
are
say,
hard
it's
to come by.
And another
good start.
37 points put up. It's incredible.
Pretty impressive.
They now play next Sunday night against the Chiefs. I can't.
In Arrowhead, right?
In Arrowhead, and then they get the bye. Yeah. So I can't see. That should be 5 straight. That should be going 5-1.
I would think so.
Bye.
I hope it's gonna be a tough game.
Okay, listen, they're going to Arrowhead and they're playing Patrick Mahomes. We'll see what the injury report comes out tomorrow with the secondary. That doesn't bode well. If Jake Browning started tearing them up the second half of this game, I mean, at some point, Mahomes is going to start breaking loose.
I agree.
You kind of see, last week they got their first win, so they're back in the win column. What are they playing tonight or tomorrow night? Chiefs are tomorrow night at the Jaguars.
Tomorrow night against the Jaguars.
I'm sorry, the Chiefs are 2-2, so that is tomorrow night in Jacksonville. Niners over the Rams. That was a crazy game on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Stafford was none too happy about that one.
That was on McVay. Bad call.
Yep.
I don't know what he was thinking, and he admitted it too. So give him credit for that.
So around the league,
around the league, the Commanders over the Chargers. I didn't see that. That was in LA, even though there's no such thing as a home game for the Chargers or the Rams, really.
Niners playing at SoFi.
Oh, that's a home game for them.
It was
1,000,000%.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So
See red.
Jaden Daniels came back. He was 15 of 26, 231 with a touchdown, no interceptions. He had a 100 rating. What was Herbert? It was 22, 29, 166, one touchdown, one interception, 86 rating. So he didn't play all that well. There was a article here that Harbaugh is sticking to his defensive coordinator even after the last loss. Harbaugh sticking with DC I'm sorry, that was John Harbaugh in Baltimore. No, Baltimore got, shellacked.
44-10.
Well, I think, hold on, I'll tell you real quick.
Yeah, what's going on with them?
Huh?
What's going on with them?
They don't have Lamar, for one.
Yeah.
Well, the Lions definitely beat up on them, but so if you look at that game, that was 44-10. You're right, it was 44-10. Yeah, that is.
Gosh, the Central Michigan product, the Red Rocket, the Red Rifle.
Yeah, Stroud threw for 4 touchdowns. The Texans blow out the battered Ravens. Now again, they are decimated by injuries. C.J. Stroud,
Derrick Henry. Did you see that? 15 carries.
Derrick Henry,
15 carries, 33 yards for Henry. 15 for
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baltimore was without 2-time MVP quarterback Lamar Jackson. Defensive standouts, blah, 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 blah. We're 1-4. I don't ever think we'll be rock bottom, but it could if it keeps going this way. Kyle Van Noy said, we have good players. All it takes is literally like one play to change it all. One win to change the momentum, which is true. I mean, I don't disagree with that. But, this is something we didn't see coming here. The Ravens being 1-4 after 5 games. Giants back to their losing ways as they lose to the lowly Saints. The Saints get their first victory of the year, 26-14. Jeez, oh Pete.
What did what's his name do? Their quarterback,
Jackson Dart.
Spencer Rattler, by the way. I can't believe that man. That guy's a NFL quarterback.
Jackson Dart was 26-40, 202, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had a 73 rating. Spencer Rattler, 21-31, 225 with a touchdown. He had a 99 rating. Taysom Hill got in. Wow, look at that. 1 for 1. What did you say, Mark?
Scadaboo with 39 yards rushing?
Yeah, so that's
59 yards.
Broncos over the Eagles. That game looked like the Eagles were going to run away with it.
Dude, that game was Sean Payton. He coached that really well.
Bo Nix, 24-39, 242 with a touchdown. 2 sacks. He had an 87 rating. Jalen Hurts, 23-38, 280, 2 touchdowns. He had a 100 rating, 100.8 rating. Saquon, again. Saquon Barkley, 6 carries, 30 yards. Now, he averaged 5 yards a carry. He had a 17-yard run, but that was it. So if you look at him right now, he has 83 carries, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he's averaging 3.2 a carry. So this is very, very subpar for Saquon Barkley. So I think this is why some people are talking about the Eagles now that they've got a loss. Let's see how they react. I don't think anybody really thought Denver was going to go in there and beat them. But to your point, Jim, yeah, coaching can win you games.
We got Tibbs on 1 and 2. Bias is up.
Huh?
And by the way, speaking of team and coaches win you games, there's definitely a coach that can lose you games, Kevin Stefanski.
Listen, don't give me some.
I was
okay.
Gonna say.
I'm upset for Browns for that one.
What the hell kind of call? What were those 3 calls? I don't understand.
With 3 minutes and 27 seconds to play, they have 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
First play, -1 yards. Judkins -1. Okay, no big deal. They call a timeout. Minnesota calls their first. Second one, Judkins, no game. Call their second. And then you got a rookie quarterback in there playing overseas. You decide to pass, deep pass to Bond and incomplete. So they don't have to call a third timeout. So they took a grand total of 22 seconds off the clock.
I was going to say 20. I thought it was 20 seconds. I'm once again
22.
Yeah, brilliant, Stefanski. Brilliant. Way to coach. You jack.
There's a reason why
Defense
Dan
played
Campbell
great,
can get,
huh?
Yeah, there's a reason why Dan Campbell can do the things he does with the Lions that other teams can't, is because he's got the talent. You look at what Ben
Correct.
Johnson's been trying to do with the Bears. He can't do that because he doesn't have that talent yet that the Lions have. That's why
Right.
you can go for it on fourth down. You have experience. You have everywhere else. But a rookie quarterback, no. That's ridiculous.
So Dylan Gabriel was 19 of 33, 190, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks. He had a 94.3 rating. Judkins had 23 carries for 110 yards. So I'm assuming Stefanski was kind of banking on that. So he obviously had a pretty damn good day. But to your point, you got a rookie quarterback. Don't get all conservative. Make them, make them take the timeouts. There's 3 minutes in the NFL is an absolute eternity. I would argue the old 3 minutes is now the 30 seconds. What used to be 20, 30 years ago, 3 minutes left. Sorry. These quarterbacks and receivers and the way that they can get creative, get open, and get touchdowns in a hurry in the NFL these days, 3 minutes, you can get 3 more possessions. Might be exaggerating a little bit, but for the love of Pete, I just realized you had your Vote Ben Shock shirt on.
Yes.
Yes.
30% of practice, that's probably what they practice. 2-minute drill,
Myles Garrett had 3 tackles, no sacks, no pressures. Anybody else stand out for the Brownies? Mason Graham continues to be pretty impressive, although he didn't have any sacks either. He had 2 tackles. A rookie from the University of Michigan, which of course I don't like necessarily touting, but nonetheless. But yeah, to your point, Mark, way to go, Stefanski. Way to take a game. Way to grab a loss from the jaws of victory, as they like to say. Man,
there's
drives me
other
nuts.
big NFL news.
Sorry, Ward.
Go ahead.
Big NFL news that took place off the field. Did you guys hear
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened with
Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez? The butt fumble man, Mark Sanchez, where the initial
What a
reports
weird
he stabbed and everyone has prayers for him. Let's get rid of crime out of Indianapolis. This is ridiculous. But little did they know, Mark Sanchez was the one committing the crime. And the fact that he did you guys read this story? Hear the full story?
I did. Got in a fight with the truck
Yeah,
driver.
he got in a fight with a truck driver. Does anybody? I haven't read any more as to what the whole ordeal was pertaining to.
Parked in
based on hotel video footage of the altercation early Saturday and the driver's statement to police, a police affidavit alleges that Sanchez, smelling of alcohol, accosted the driver of a box truck that backed into a hotel's loading docks, leading to a confrontation outside the vehicle that prompted the driver to defensively pull out a knife and stab him. So in self-defense. And so this is obviously video. This isn't just he said, she said when it comes down to it.
Yeah,
He said,
right.
he said.
That's why they arrested
And
him.
he was actually arrested in his hospital bed. He was placed under arrest in the hospital bed for this. I could not. That is.
I can't believe it. I would never
Insane.
think that from him.
No.
Well,
He got stabbed like 4 times from what I read, and he took off running.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting because it was definitely self-defense that they talked about. They actually addressed it. I was kind of surprised. What's his name on the Fox broadcast at noon? Yeah, they said there was an unfortunate incident on Thursday night where we don't have a lot of details. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Mark Sanchez, his family, and everyone that's involved in the altercation. But he clearly was not on any broadcast today. I believe he was supposed to be in for the game.
Colts.
The Colts game, right? Yep. I was going to say the Cowboys' victory over the winless Aaron Glenn Jets. That's
why did
my
they
prediction.
Put that game on? Why did they put that?
Yeah,
game
why
on?
was that game on? What? How stupid!
Well, I was surprised the Bengals was America's game of the week.
It actually wasn't.
I'm sure they were.
No,
it was.
It wasn't the game of the week. It was
another
game.
Brady and what's his face were in Philly. The Broncos.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry. The Philly game was Romo and Jim Nantz from CBS.
Right.
The game of the week
was the game of the week.
Yeah, that's where Brady was, right? Which that ended up being the
I
fourth.
Fox say that, but
that's the Bucs' fourth walk-off win, field goal walk-off win, field goal or touchdown walk-off win.
It's insane.
Which is crazy. So, are they that good? Are they that lucky? Are they going to continue to be that lucky? We'll see. But as the Unfunniest podcast has talked about, and Jim and Mark and I have said, we've all become fans of Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Kid's a gunslinger, man. He is a classic story of never give up. If you want something bad enough, just because somebody tells you you can't, doesn't matter. Come on back. So
Stallion.
Yeah.
Last,
Cowboys,
about coaches,
22.
we talk about coaches and when they're going to go and everything else, but when does Pete Carroll leave Las Vegas? Because now they're losing 40-6 today, was it?
Yep.
Over the
They're
Colts.
1-4.
And Ashton Gentry, the running back, I think it is incredible running back. You could tell he's just getting frustrated.
Yeah.
They're not giving him the ball enough, and I don't blame him. He's a ball player.
That's one of those weird situations because I mean, you got coach quarterback combo. You know, you got Belichick,
Geno Smith,
Brady. You got Wilson. I don't know.
Yeah, so Pete Carroll's got Geno Smith, who he had in Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a horrible game. 25 of 36, 228, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But the Colts continue to roll, which is you get a combination. I mean, Daniel Jones, 20 of 29, 212, 2 touchdowns with a 113 rating. Jonathan Taylor had 17 carries for 66 yards and 3 touchdowns. So at this point, 5 weeks in, are we ready to go ahead and admit and agree that the Colts are for real? Does everybody agree with that? I think they are. I absolutely think they are. I mean, they look tough. They look really tough. Daniel Jones, of all people. Say again?
What were Daniel Jones' stats again?
20 of 29, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks, with a 113 rating. Yeah. Dude, I mean, Anthony Richardson got in for 2 passes for 9 yards. Woo! But yeah, I mean, if they keep rolling like this, I mean, they look like they could be the team coming out of the AFC. I mean, seriously. It ain't Baltimore anymore. Sorry, hold on. I'm got ahead of myself. The Bills, obviously, are the team to come out of the AFC. But the Colts could be a stumbling block for the Bills, for sure. And then, of course, the Chiefs, like we talked about just a couple minutes ago. If Patrick Mahomes wants to come back, make a little more. I think once they get unleashed, once they got a couple victories under their hands, never count Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes out at this point anyways. I think those are your 3 teams in the AFC right now. You got Indy, you got Kansas City, and leading them both are the Bills, who are playing as we speak the Patriots in Buffalo. Yes, in Buffalo. Yep, so that's kind of your NFL rundown of the week. I don't think we missed anybody. I don't think anybody from any of these teams are going to call us pissed off. Oh, the Titans over the Arizona Cardinals. Did anybody see the play? They call it A to B to A, where it was an interception by Tennessee, which then he took 3 steps, fell to the ground, lost the ball, and then Arizona got the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. So it went from an interception. Arizona was at the 15-yard line. I don't know if it was Kyler Murray made the pass. It got picked off by the Titans. The guy picked it off, took 3 steps, went to the ground, fumbled the ball. Ball got batted around, and Arizona recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown. So it was one of the crazier plays in the NFL so far this season. But Tennessee comes out on top, gets their first victory in Arizona, 22-21. That had to have been an absolute.
Scooble's lighting them up right now.
Your cousin
Cam Ward was 21 of 39, 265, no touchdowns, an interception, 64.6 rating. Not great, but again, this game had to be just. Kyler Murray was 23 of 31, 220, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 3 sacks. Yeah, had a 93 ratings. I can't imagine that was the greatest game in the world. So there we go. And again, tomorrow night, Chiefs at the Jags. So some of us did predict that the Jags were going to be back after a 2-year hiatus, I guess you would say. But listen, this is going to be a fun game tomorrow night. I really think this. So you got Kansas City 2-2 at Jacksonville 3-1, and this should be a pretty doggone good game. So I'm definitely anxious to see the Mahomes versus Trevor Lawrence matchup. Like I said, 3-1 Jacksonville. So a little bit of a surprise, but there were some of the pundits that were thinking that Jacksonville is going to be a lot better than everybody predicted. Yeah. There we go. Absolutely. All right, go ahead. What were you saying about the Tigers?
Well, let me start by saying something real quick before you say anything, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know when you don't watch a show,
I'm just watching the game.
Give you the recap, and they're like, last time on the Unfunniest podcast, the last words out of Mike's mouth that got 4,000 or 5,000 views were, do you know the Tigers just may not make the playoffs? I want to say this, that the reason I say this is why I love baseball. You could miss, like, in the period of what it's taken from last time recorded to now, you may have missed 4 NBA playoff games, and now you've run to the second round of the playoffs already. It's amazing how fast the Major League Baseball playoffs go compared to the other sports. But
what was my prediction, Miller? Remember
from last week?
Blah blah.
I gave was the Tigers to make the World Series, and that's what I said too. I said the Tigers and the Brewers. And Jimmy,
we got a parade coming.
Jimmy, who'd you say were going to make the World Series?
It was Tigers. And who else did I say?
Was it Dodgers?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mike?
I was going with, and still I'm going with, the Blue Jays are coming out of the American League. The Blue Jays looked phenomenal last night against the Yankees. They rolled the Yankees. They looked very tough to beat, boys. Of course, eating my words. Yes, the Tribe went down. I really thought, even after the Scubo Game 1 win, and then the Indians came back and won the second game, I was very confident going into that third and final game, although I don't like the 3-game series. But to both of you corrected me, and you're like, that's the way it's set up, and if you can't win, then you can't win. That's tough on you. Tigers move on. I'm like,
hey, all right. Credit to Cleveland. They put on the largest scoreboard, MLB. Congratulations.
The what?
Detroit Tigers. Did you see that?
I saw that. See, I don't like that. I do not like that. I hate that. If you are Cleveland, shut the hell up. Turn the stupid scoreboard off. Don't sit there, and that pisses me off so bad. Oh, here goes all my water all over the place. Uh-oh. You guys there? On. I just lost everything. Good God.
I got him started.
Oh, you got me started all right. Hold on. I got to go find something to wipe off my screen. I just busted my stupid water all over the place.
Recess.
Dang it.
While Mike's doing that, let's talk about a positive of Mike's pick. The Blue Jays in the past 2 games have scored 23 runs and given up 8 to the Yankees. So they scored 23 runs in the 2 games, which is incredible. While Mike's going, and we can keep talking about the Tigers a little bit, Jimmy.
No, I was going to ask you, who do you got going?
What's that? What do you mean? Well, I got the Tigers and Brewers. And Brewers. And I'm writing them down so that way we'll know. One thing, by the way, before Mike comes, because he's going to yell at us for this, do you realize that none of the 3 games in Cleveland were sold out?
I did not.
Yeah. It did not sell out any of those games.
I did not look that up. I was shocked. He doesn't have his headphones on yet, so.
I know. That's why we can keep talking and bad-mouthing Cleveland. He won't. Yeah. Hi, Mike. Yeah, hi.
What's going on with that? Hey. Yeah, Cleveland sucks.
My water line. That's how pissed off I got. The stupid congratulations to the Detroit Tigers.
Glad you're back. We missed you.
Good
Hold on.
Back, Mike.
Goes all my water again. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So, Mike, what I was saying to Jimmy was all 3 games in Cleveland, none of those were sold out.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. It was bad.
He's going to throw water again.
Yeah, I'm going to throw water again. Our good friend Chris Hammond called me and said, dude, the Tribe called me, and they're offering me free suite tickets for like practically free suite tickets. I go, are you serious? He goes, oh, yeah. Like $180 a piece, basically. All you can eat, all you can drink.
They wanted people in the stadium.
Oh, they wanted people in the stands.
What's the capacity again?
Oh, it's way down from what it used to be. It used to be 42 or 40.
Full capacity.
At the Jake?
Yeah.
40. It used to be 42 or 43.
Similar to Comerica, right?
Yeah, it's similar to Comerica. But if you remember that, since some of the reformations they've done to that stadium since it opened in '94, they pulled out a lot of the seats in the upper right deck, upper deck of right field, and they made that like I guess you would call it similar to what Comerica.
You mean second deck?
Yes, thank you, Rod Allen.
No Rod Allen here.
Yeah, no Rod.
34,830 is the official, and the top could accommodate over 43,000.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Okay.
And
they pulled out in the second deck. They pulled out. Still one of the best lines ever.
It is. It's awesome.
It really is. Can I go back to how pissed off I am about them saying Tigers on the big scoreboard?
I'm going to guess that any team that wins on the road, they probably do it. We just don't notice it. I'm going to guess that.
Are you sure?
Pitchers. I'd be willing to bet.
All right.
Pitchers. Yeah, that's my guess. The team takes photos on the field and everything, and so they do it for pictures and for photos. But
I really made a mess.
What team do you have coming out of the National League?
Oh, the National League? Phillies. I got the
okay.
Phillies coming out of the National League.
All right.
Hey,
I'm still a Bryce Harper fan.
Can you get Bobby in there with a mop or something?
Bobby's in Tampa. He flew into Tampa today.
Nice.
Okay.
Well,
it was pretty funny because. Go ahead.
No, you're talking about Bobby.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, he flew down to Tampa for the IBEX show, which is the largest boat builders convention in the world, basically. So all boat builders, manufacturers, OEMs converge on Tampa for the week. No, I am not there. Got too much stuff going on up here to go down because I was, of course, down there 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it's going to be, this will be a really good kickoff. This will get his feet put right in the fire. He's got meetings. Actually, he flew in today. So I was getting a little bit worried because he didn't text us. His flight took off, I believe, at 2:45, and that's only a 2-hour and 30-minute flight to Tampa to TPA out of DTW. Sorry to get all geeky about flight airport codes.
Oh, we can go back and forth because you can do trivia for me later on a different date about
yeah. So, anyways, I'm driving back from the boat like 6:10. I'm thinking, what the heck, man? He hasn't texted yet. So I sent the group text out to the family, and he goes, "Yeah, I've just landed." I'm like, "Just landed?" He goes, "Yeah, we were circling for 45 or 50 minutes because of the storms." I'm like, oh, so hold on. I'll send you the. They are awesome. Oh, he just texted me, actually. I hope you're settling in. Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, whatever. So he sent me the picture of how the seat back has the computer screen or the TV. So he sent me the picture of what the flight pattern looked like. So normally, obviously, with Delta, it's immediate or not immediate. It's a straight line. Yeah, right. Or you here, there, and everywhere else. But talk amongst yourselves while I let's see here.
Yeah, closest.
Find you guys.
Closest route from point A to point B is a straight line, right?
Except don't tell that to people who don't know that the Earth is round. Why do you take a flight over the North Pole to go to Japan? Like, why can't you just take a straight line?
Gee, because you're going over the
No, it's because that's the shortest route.
It is the shortest route. Yeah, right.
I'll discuss that topic.
All right. So I'm going to bring up the flight pattern. This is pretty funny. Oh, my Lord, that's a large picture.
It's
hell. I'm having problems with my computer now because of my water.
Dispatcher at work has the app where it tracks his walking throughout the whole yard, and it looks like a bunch of spaghetti at the end of the day. It's pretty.
All right, hold on. I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look at this. We're going to go here, and here's the flight pattern. Look at that.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, lots of circles. I'd argue those are pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good bank.
Yeah. So they were bebopping around. Obviously, oh my Lord, I'm having a wonderful time with my computer now. What an idiot I am. Sorry. Go ahead. Again, talk amongst yourselves.
While we're doing that, getting Mike caught up, let's talk. We're getting a little in depth on Mike's office here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Woo! Behind the scenes.
I think going into game one last night, I think game one, if you want to say the Tigers would have said that would be a loss and they were going to kind of give that game away. You've got your fourth best starter throwing. I think they were happy to get one game out of these two games.
Dude, it was great.
Yeah.
It was a battle. It really was.
And to go into 11 innings.
I text you guys that win was grit. It really was.
Yeah.
Well, I was in bed.
Willing the victories. Yeah, I figured you did.
I can't stay up anymore.
Yeah. And what time did it end? 12:15? 12:20?
Yeah, I woke up at like 12:30 to go pee. Shocking. Saw you guys texting back and forth. Grit. I'm like, oh boy, they won.
Well, yeah. And I think you steal, especially there, you steal one on the road. So now you're up 1-0. The Tigers are in. You got Scuba pitching 2 out of the next 4. So, and it's incredible. I mean, you got to figure he's going to win one of those, and you like your chances then 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely setting themselves up for success with Scuba going 2 out of the next 4. Or I'm sorry, 2 out of the. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 out of the next 3.
He'll pitch 5, right? Game 5.
Yeah, game 2 and game 5. He'll throw. So
he's not pitching tonight.
Yeah, he's throwing tonight.
Yeah, he's on right now.
Yeah, he's right now. Sorry, Jesus.
Yeah. Let's talk nicknames in sports. Specifically, where does the Big Dumper as a nickname fit in the lexicon of best nicknames ever?
Big Dumper.
The Big Dumper, the catcher for who's the catcher
Seattle.
for Seattle? Yeah.
Seattle. Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
The Big Dumper, and the fact that that's everywhere now. Like I got, and I still think that next year he'll go back down to hitting 10 home runs, 20 home runs, and out of 60 this year. But to me, Dingler is a better catcher overall, only because his defensive skills, he catches and calls every game, to being able to throw runners out like he does.
He love having. He has a heck of an arm throwing people out at second, stealing.
Are the Tigers on TBS?
Nope, on FS1.
No, FSN.
Yeah. So I mean, let's go around the league too. And Mike was out. Mike was mentioning that the Blue Jays have outscored the Yankees the first 2 games 23-8. It's incredible.
It's great to
It's
see.
incredible.
Yeah. The first game.
That's why I'm
Brewers,
picking it.
Yeah, Brewers blew out the Cubs 9-3. Doesn't shock me. Brewers have been the best team in baseball really all year. Dodgers came back after down 3-0 to beat the Phillies 5-3. Shohei Ohtani, how is he not one of the greatest baseball players of all time?
I was just going to say in history.
And he strikes guys out and pitches. I'm just shocked, amazed at what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, he is definitely
huh?
His gambling debts. Yeah, exactly.
Minor details.
Here's something I want to bring up really quick, too. So, speaking of baseball. So, do you guys find when you're watching these baseball games, so up in the corner where the score box is at, right, you have FS2. I don't want FS2. I want FS1. Son of a gun. So, do you guys notice that
we're on the bottom right now?
Okay, it's on the bottom right. So, after the pitch and the mile per hour sign pops up, what color is it?
I'm not watching it right now, so I'm not sure.
Hang on.
Waiting for your answer.
Nothing. Black with white lettering.
No. After the pitch, watch.
It just happened.
Wait for it.
It depends on the speed.
No.
If it's like 98 mile an hour, it doesn't show up as like red and in flames.
There's a black background with white lettering. Same as one.
Hold on. No, it shows up yellow. Do you know where I'm going with this? So I'm watching.
It's a flag.
Yes, this is what the NFL, to an extent, the college football has done to us. This is not even my rant. This propensity now, watching football, that you're on pins and needles after a big play because of why? Because you think that there's, yeah, there it goes. You see it? Yeah. It looks like there's a flag on the play. So the NFL has done. This is a huge negative in my opinion. They are so flag happy. These referees, to the point that you guys see Aikman last week? Aikman got furious. Aikman said enough's enough. They had 28 penalties in that game. And he said, he called out the referees in that game. He's like, this is absolutely ridiculous. He goes, could you look at that last play? I think it was a holding play. And maybe say, okay, it was a hold. Sure. But we're in the third quarter. I think it was the end of the third quarter. He went crazy. He's like, this is ridiculous. It's like the 20, at that point, it was like the 24th or 25th penalty flag at the game. What are we doing? Why? You should not have to watch a football game and you can't even get excited like on a touchdown or an interception or something like that because you think that all of a sudden there's going to be a flag thrown. This is stupid. The referees are making it about them, huh?
Or the worst thing, and it's happened a few times, is replays where you think, like the Tigers took the lead the other day against Cleveland. Was it Cleveland where they went up 2-1? And all of a sudden when they review it, they find out the guy was out at third and they run down.
Yeah.
So
right.
I think that, and one thing I think I don't think I sent it to you guys. I sent it to my dad
no, it was out at second, wasn't it?
No, he's out at third. He was going for 3. But when the thing to me is that when you, or he may have, whatever it was, but I'm sitting on pins and needles when it comes to playoff baseball. It's like every pitch you're engaged, you're sitting there and your heart's pounding. To me, I forgot how good playoff baseball really can be in a lot of cases.
We talked about that on episode 23.1. So here on episode 23.2.
It's all out of my head right now.
Huh? Yeah.
I've forgotten all about it.
Yeah. You need blood pressure medicine. It's
crazy, man.
Text Ann about that. Shout out to Ann.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think playoff hockey is still probably right up there for me, just because of the intensity and the pins and needles,
how fast paced it is.
Well, how fast, and then you get into overtime and sudden death. Now that is about as probably as intense as it gets. But I do, Mark, to your point, think that playoff baseball, especially as we get deeper in the playoffs or even deeper in a series, it is absolutely 1,000,000%. It is literally every pitch. I'm not even sitting down. I'm usually standing in front of my TV with my arms crossed, especially when the Indians are playing. And
throwing water bottles.
Yeah, I know.
And I remember you saying how you didn't like baseball, and I remember telling you, I'm like, but think of this is when we first met 38 years ago. But every at bat there's so much in every at bat, so much in every pitch. How do you pitch the guy next? Do you go inside? How are you going to change his eye level? How are you going to do that? And I think that's incredible. But Jimmy, how about we do this? How about we get Mike's blood pressure going a little bit more here right now?
Oh, good
Yeah,
Lord.
why not?
And
Let's
get his rant of the week. Here, hold on.
All right.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Mike's Rant of the Week. And now, here is Mike with his rant.
Listen, I finally just got the stupid game on. So I can't, I don't need, the voice to talk thing on my Roku stick doesn't even work. If I push it, it goes, item not found. Screw you and your item not found. It took me 5 minutes to get the stupid game on. That's not even my rant either.
Put your glasses on.
I knocked my glasses down when I run off on. Yeah.
Jeez, man, you're all out of whack.
So I was going to look up the statistics of perfume and cologne sales in the last 5 years because I feel just as I feel about the smell of cannabis that we've got to a point in society where, holy crap, you're knocking me down with your cologne and or your perfume. So I was in the press box the other night at the high school football game doing my thing. I almost passed out because people, young ladies especially, it seemed like, or women for that matter, the amount of fragrance that was permeating into the press box was literally almost vomit-inducing, for crying out loud. And it didn't get better. So these people are outside. I'm in the press box. The windows are open because it was a gorgeous night. It was getting worse as the game went on. This wave of these scents, I'm like, well, it might have smelled good about 10 minutes ago. And I yell at the kids all the time. I tell Kaylee, I'm like, how much perfume did you put on? Just a little touch, a squirt. No, you took a shower in it, and then you took it, sprayed it on the bath towel, and then dried off with it. And I tell Bobby the same thing, and Bobby's not that bad about it. But for some reason, I don't remember girls wearing nearly the amount of fragrance that they wear these days. I mean, again, walk out of the press box, go down in front of the student section, and it hits you like a brick wall. I don't know if they're putting something different in perfumes these days, but it is pungent. It's knocking people on their face, including me. And my face is ugly enough.
The worst part is the combination of all the different types of perfumes.
Oh, yeah.
They come together.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes when you go into somebody that blew up a bathroom, previous rant,
yeah,
and you spray Febreze, it almost makes it worse.
Yeah.
Well, some of these, listen, it's
Febreze.
Yeah.
Okay. It's always been an issue with men, as far as I'm concerned, wearing way too much cologne. I mean, there are some people that I think they literally spray it on themselves 3 times a day. They've got it in their pocket, and men spray way too much cologne. It's like, dude, you're again, sounds like it's a vomit-inducing scent. But I don't remember, huh?
Just give it one spray.
I don't remember, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I
do two. You spray one on your wrist, you rub it together, you spray it, and then you walk through it. That's the appropriate amount.
Incorrect.
That's the appropriate amount.
I don't even wear cologne anymore. I used to. Dracar Noir.
I
But no,
can't.
listen, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but do you remember women's perfume being that strong and that, like, literally walking into a public space and thinking to yourself, wow, they put way too much on. So we've come full circle with men.
No, but
Men have always, huh?
No, I was gonna say if they apply the right amount, which is 1-2 sprays tops, and it's the
And
right
they
aroma,
smell nice.
there's nothing better. You're like, whoa, who's got that on?
So I think it's let's see here. Perfume sales over the last 5 years. I should have brought this up before. Generally increasing, but specific growth figures vary by market segment and region. The global market is projected to grow from $50.85 billion in 2022 to, check this out, $80 billion by 2030. $80 billion industry. That's incredible. Yeah, the online market grew at 11
$500 for each bottle, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so key drivers, luxury demand. The market's seeing increased demand for luxury and designer fragrances. Body and hair perfumes, accessible body sprays have doubled in sales. I believe that. Hair perfumes are up 70%.
hair perfume?
Yes, hair perfume, whatever the heck that means. The fragrance brand Finery is one of the fastest growing brands with one unit selling every 10 seconds. Okay. Luxury options like Chanel No. 5, which I think we've all heard of, and high-end products are popular. Affordable options like Finery, there it is again, also gaining significant traction. So, yeah, I mean, this is alluding to what my rant started about. I mean, you can't go anywhere anymore without smelling all these perfumes. Ladies, you used to complain about men wearing too much cologne. You have come full circle. You are now wearing too much perfume. Back off.
Absolutely.
So there's Mike's rant of the week.
So let's talk where are you going to be smelling and what's going on for your cologne and perfume this week, guys. What are you guys up to this week?
Jim?
I got nothing.
No, we got. What do I got? I'm getting the boat winterized on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
One of the saddest
Sad
days of the
day.
year.
Yep.
So
Very sad day
that,
indeed.
and then got a big work event downtown at the Rent Center on Friday.
Nice.
So I don't know if Mike wants to speak of that, but
Nah, we'll talk about that next week.
okay. So
How about
doing
you, Mike?
that.
Yeah, continuing on with the finishing up winterizing stuff, getting ready for shows. Next month at this time, I will be in Las Vegas for our first trade show, or just about there. So, yeah, our trade show season's coming up pretty quick. I was, like I said, I was thinking about going down with Bobby, doing the IBEX show, but I wanted to really kind of let him spread his wings without me looking over his shoulder, and so far, so good. I think he's going to have a great week down there. So, Bobby, if you're listening, best of luck. You're going to do fine. Smile, shake hands, kiss babies, rub elbows with dignitaries, and you'll be just fine.
You got this, Bob.
Oh, yeah. He's got it all right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, Miller?
All right, so I'm going to start the intro or the outro here. So we'll go. But this week's a busy week for me. We talk about our times.
Yes. Wow, that's pretty good.
8 hours. Busy week. We just want to say go Tigers. Like, share us, follow us.
I'm fine. I'm on the bandwagon now since the tribe's gone.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Hey, well, welcome aboard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We appreciate you guys. Apologize about last week.
If we can get it back up, you'll see my Cleveland Browns football. Even though the Browns lost to the Leos.
Please.
And
There was lots of problems
right
in that
price,
one.
Mike will come and start throwing you passes in your backyard.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks again so much. We appreciate all of your support, and see you next week.
See you
Later,
guys. Have a
dudes.
good
See ya.